And we're on.
Beautiful.
Thursday Thunder, and
excellent.
You're not Sam.
I know, the beard's not quite there yet.
No, you took your beard off, did you?
Yeah, it did, definitely.
No, so it's Kim here, and we've got a special guest today because
Yes.
Sam is crook.
Poor guy.
Poor Sam. Dibby, poor Sam. Oh,
Everyone's sick and hit 7
So
times.
instead of, I didn't want to do Thursday Thunder by myself, so I grabbed Adrian here, who happened to be sitting on the couch at the gym.
Yep.
Adrian's one of our trainers. Tell us a bit about yourself, Adrian.
Well, like Kim says, my name's Adrian. I'm one of the trainers here at Aussie Muscle. My services are available 24 hours a day if you need me. I do personal training, nutrition, and of course programming. So come hit me up. First 30-minute sessions are always free. So,
Awesome. That was a good play.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Practiced a bit.
So it's been a couple of weeks since we've done a Thursday Thunder because, well, one, Ari was away last week on holiday, so I had to work at the shop, so we couldn't come down. So lots been happening in that time, and we'll just touch on a few of the things that's been happening in the bodybuilding world. Most of you people would be aware of it, so we're not going to go on too much. We'll talk quickly about the pro shows after the Olympia. So the last time we spoke about the post-Olympia, there's been a number of pro shows around after that. First we had the Arnold Classic Europe. That was won by Dexter Jackson with Rami in second. The following week we moved on to Kuwait, and you wouldn't guess what happened in Kuwait.
I can't take a wild guess.
Yeah, I'll take a guess, yeah.
Did one of the hometown people win there?
Yeah, Rami won that, you know.
Wow.
Now look, I'm pretty good with that decision because in Europe it was really close between Dexter and Rami.
Very.
So any one of them could have won. So Rami won that, Dexter came second. Then we move on about 3 or 4 days later into Prague for the Prague Pro Show, and lo and behold, Bonac wins that.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, Bonac wins that. Now in the other shows, Bonac had finished 4th and 5th. So miraculously, 3 days later, Bonac all of a sudden wins, and Rami comes second, and Dexter drops into 3rd while still looking incredible, you know.
Must be one hell of a depletion.
Well, yeah, man, these other guys must have really fallen apart in 3 days, you know. Which is, look, I'm sort of pretty okay with the Kuwait decision, you know, because it was really close. But I can't see how Bonac can then leapfrog all of these guys who beat him at the Olympia and beat him 3 or 4 days to win later. And it looks like to me a little bit that the IFBB is just sort of handing out a few awards here.
Yeah, it's like we were talking on the couch before. It's sort of like, you know, when you're in primary school, everyone gets like a participation award.
Yeah.
It's sort of going towards that way
Which sort of is disappointing, you know, because these guys are the pros, you know. They're taking nothing away from Bonac. I mean, Bonac, his 5th place at the Olympia was well deserved, you know, but I don't know if he deserved to leapfrog all these guys 3 days later and win, you know. It seems just like they were handing out awards to different people, you know, to keep everyone happy. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. One thing I will touch on, and with Dexter winning at the Europe, he became the most winningest pro ever. He finally went past Ronnie's record of 27 pro show wins. So he's the most winningest, and so well done, Dexter. And the reports are that he's not finished.
No, he's got a few, at least 5 years.
He's still got a few good years, so I don't think nobody will ever pass and catch Dexter. You know, the guy's a freak, and he really is a living legend. You know, he's an Olympia winner, and he's now the most pro show winningest athlete ever. So well done, guys. Moving later on, this weekend is the INBA Nationals. So I'm going there. I'm flying there on Saturday. Sam and Michelle's going, and we are going with the biggest, I think this is the biggest South Australian team, if not ever, for a long time. I can't recall this many people. There's at least 20 South Australians going, and this show is shaping up to be the biggest Australian titles.
You're saying close to 700?
Over 700 state appearances.
So,
all in one day. So it's the biggest bodybuilding show this year in Australia. So well done, INBA New South Wales, and the promoter there, Rap, he does a stellar job in a great venue. So I'm looking forward to going over there. So I'll be putting some live updates onto the INBA South Australia page. I'll also be going live on the INBA page every now and then when the South Aussies are on stage. So keep an eye out that on the INBA South Australia.
Get on the team, guys. They're going to need it.
Page. Yeah, look, it's going to be. There's fields of 30, 40 plus competitors. So to get a top 5 placing will be a really good credit to the athletes. Yeah. So. Congratulations all the South Australians going, and good luck for the weekend. I'm sure we're going to come away with a few titles and lots of placings. We'll just talk a little bit about, I've had a number of questions and a few posts that I've seen on Facebook which are sort of pertinent to this, you know, that everyone is always looking for this magic bullet on how am I going to get bigger. And Aaron Curtis put up a good post this morning, so shout out to Aaron. And most of you, I think if you're on social media into bodybuilding, you see Aaron, he puts up some great posts.
Oh, amazing.
I always like his digs at Billy, now that Billy's got a girlfriend. Anyway, he put up a post where someone sent him a message about, you know, how do I get a big back? Then he got a message like 5 minutes later from a totally another guy saying, oh, you know, how do I get a big chest? You know? Now, how does anyone get a big anything, you know? It's not just about a big back, it's not just about a big chest, it's about developing your physique everywhere.
Yeah.
And we go over this, and Aaron has, I've seen all of these posts to Aaron and the answers he gives, and it's always the same answer, you know? And it's funny watching him put up the same answer every time, and you know, the guys really don't understand, you know, but it's pretty straightforward. There is no magic secret, there is no magic bullet, there is no magical size fairy somewhere that's sort of hiding all the secrets and the gains. And like Aaron says on that post today, it's all about put yourself into a calorie surplus, which means eat more food, and put those body parts into a progressive overload, which means put more weight on, which in a nutshell is try to get stronger. And in the end, if you've been training in the gym for 3 months and you're lifting the same weights you were doing 3 months ago, well, I can pretty well guarantee you that you haven't built any muscle. I don't care how much you've been squeezing that muscle, I don't care how much you've been doing slow-mo reps, static holds or whatever. If you are not lifting more weight, if you're still doing 100 kilos for 10 reps, well then you've stayed the same.
You've made
no progress, you haven't built any muscle. But if you've gone from doing 100 kilos for 10 reps to 120 kilos for 10 reps, well then you've built muscle. You know?
Exactly.
What I tell everyone all the time is find the biggest guy you see in the gym and have a look, he's lifting more weight than you. That's why he's bigger than you. So try to aspire to get stronger, and you're only going to do that by putting yourself into a calorie surplus. If you're eating like a bird, you're not going to grow. You know? So if you're not getting results now, look at your food, increase that food straight away. It's the first thing you do, and then go into the gym and try to put a little bit more weight on that bar than you did last time.
It's all progressive overload, guys. Eat more than you need, lift more than you did the previous day.
Exactly.
Hit more on your squat, bench press, deadlift. If they increase, your overall muscle size increase, you get bigger, your weights get larger. It's a constant cycle. It's not.
It's a it's a simple thing, but what you have to do is you have to do that day in, day out, week in, week out, and then it boils into month, and it boils into year and year.
Yes.
Now you do that progressively and you are going to grow. It's as simple as that, you know. But the simple fact is, if you have not gotten any bigger, if you have not gotten any stronger, well then one is, and the first thing I think is, you've got to look at that food of yours.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, you got to physically add more food in, throw in another meal, and then when that happens, you're going to give your body that fuel to growth and the energy to train harder and lift those bigger weights. All right, I guarantee you pick up a 10 kilo dumbbell and do side laterals, really slow motion squeezing, but you pick up a 20 kilo dumbbell and do side laterals, your form might be a little bit more iffy, but I bet you the feeling is different, and that's because you've put a more heavier weight onto that muscle. It's as simple as that, you know. I'm a huge believer in that, and every single person I know that has built some serious size is stronger and lifts more weight. It's a pretty simple concept, you know. You might see these pros now, they do all sorts of fancy workouts where they're squeezing their muscle. That's because that's what they do now. But I guarantee you, to build that size, before that they lifted lots of heavy weights, and were under that bar and picking heavy shit up off the floor over and over again.
They weren't afraid to fail.
Yeah,
as well.
and that's a classic example of these new pros that you see. Crompton and Dallas McCarver. These guys are young guys. Dallas puts up videos of himself all the time, deadlifting 280, 300 kilos for reps. You know, so that's why he's so massive. You know, because he's picking up lots of weights. It's as simple as that. All right. I'll touch on another one that another video that I saw. Is by a guy called Marcus Wilkinson. I follow him. He's from INBA Training in Melbourne. Produces a lot of bodybuilding champions, especially fitness and bikini girls. Really good at training the girls. Look him up. Have a look at the video. He put up a video just last week, and it was about don't go into the gym to train to be weak, which pretty well covered what we just talked about. Like he was saying that he sees so many people, and I see the same, go into the gym and they train with light weights. I see it all the time here as well. That's right, and it's the same with every gym, you know. And especially, I think the girls are the biggest culprits, you know. They think that they can't do any more than a 5 kilo dumbbell, you know.
Lifting weights are going to make me bulky.
Yeah.
That sort of thing?
No, you know, so exactly right, you know. But the same rules applies to girls. They need to get stronger, otherwise they're not going to build any muscle, you know. So, but on Facebook, hook up with these guys. Aaron Curtis has some great posts. He's got a great sense of humour, great natural bodybuilder. Marcus Wilkinson from INBA, he also puts up some great information. That's about it. You got anything to add to that?
Well, with the progressive overload, there is a story about Milo of Croton. He was an old Greek wrestler who there was a story about every day he carried a calf around his neck, a baby bull around a Olympic running track. Yeah. Every day he'd do that, and eventually he was carrying this massive bull, and in the end he killed it and ate it.
So you got the calorie surplus and you got the increase in weight.
That's the progressive overload. Every day he lifted bigger, gotten stronger, and at the end he got his meat from his pet, essentially.
Cool story. Alright, that's all we got for today. I'll just quickly touch on some of the things we've got going on in Australian Muscle. Don't forget, we've got our winner PlayStation with Victory products. So you go and do online or in-store, buy any Victory product, and we go into the draw to win a PlayStation, which we'll be drawing in the next couple of weeks. Check out online also, and in store we've got some great combo deals that Ari's come up with. There's some great ATP specials, buy 2 products. There's pre-workout pump formulas. So there's a whole heap of these combo deals. Also at the moment, we have got our get a BSN or an Optimum Nutrition meal bag. So it's a $120 meal bag, real good quality, three meal bag. It's got all the slots in it for carrying all your shakers and everything. All you have to do is just buy $250 worth of BSN or Optimum Nutrition products, and we'll give you one of these bags for free.
It's great, it's a good investment. So
you can check all those deals in store or online at australianmuscle.com.au, and don't forget, any online purchases,
free wide shipping.
Free delivery, you got it. Well done, mate. Huge thanks to Adrian. Thanks for coming on. I didn't want to sit here by myself for camera, so it always makes it a lot easier when there's somebody else sitting here. And who knows, maybe you'll get Sam's job.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Hopefully.
That's right.
Stay sick.
That's exactly right. Thanks everyone. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next week.
Beautiful.